Friends, it's me again, Andrei Berezovsky. The first part was really well received. Thank you. Where we did the research at Dillo, where we talked with the doctor. That's Yevhen Shagov, co-founder as I am. Systems Clinic, where he explained where I am right now. Look, the optimal level in terms of the level, not the range. He's going to explain all of this, friends, what to do about it, what to take, and whether my supplements, as he calls them, these are supplements and vitamins, will actually help. Do you even need to take them at all? That's what this video is about. Will it be enough, just supplements or vitamins to get my body back on track? 40 is pretty normal. 40 plus is considered an optimal level. So, that's what this video is about. My wife Alina has the same story. She has her own pros and cons, depending on where she is right now, so the second video will be about women based on the research that's been done. And keep watching, because Yevhen is almost a co-founder of the field of age management. And it's really interesting how he explains things and the analogies he uses about trains and carriages. So, in the first part, we did some research in Dillo. In the second part, we discussed what to do about it, what to take, what not to take, which vitamins might be helpful or not, how to take them in general, and whether you can just prescribe them for yourself, take them yourself, and decide for yourself. And how effective is this kind of self-prescribed vitamin intake? Friends, this is Andrei Berezovsky, and you're watching the Explorer channel. This is a channel about health. And today we're talking about vitamins, and maybe even some hormones, but all under the careful supervision of a doctor. Yevhen Shagov, I am. Systems Clinic, co-founder of the clinic. I'm Andrei Berezovsky. Explorer channel, a channel about health.
In the previous episode, we found during diagnostics that there was no pathology or metabolic disorders detected. All right. But we do have certain hormonal imbalances that, in the future, can lead to metabolic disorders and, right here and now, affect both emotional and physical well-being. What are we talking about? We did the tests, plotted the data on a scale of hormonal passport. I recommend that every Ukrainian woman have one of these, a white one for girls before menopause. And we found certain changes that make it necessary to correct things in order to improve the situation. Testosterone and DHEA are below normal and below the optimal range, so it makes sense to bring them up to the green zone. Growth hormone is also out of range, just like testosterone, and is beyond the normal limits. On the other hand, there are also strong points of resistance. Everything is okay here. Estradiol, progesterone, prolactin, TSH. But the hormones responsible for strength, endurance, and stress resistance are out of range. We're holding on thanks to willpower. There is willpower. How are we going to change things? There is a step-by-step strategy. It's a pyramid structure. When we understand what's happening, we then need to take several actions step by step. First, review your healthy lifestyle habits, because nutrition, physical activity, and mental hygiene all affect hormone balance. Second, you shouldn't start correcting hormones with hormones. You can and should start with prohormones. Supplements. Vitamins, minerals, substances of animal and plant origin. Against this background, observe the dynamics for a couple of months, and if you notice a significant improvement, great, keep going. If it's only about 20% better and that's not enough, you can intensify the approach by adding hormones. But if we're going to use hormones, we need to go deeper with diagnostics and expand the lab work a bit to include those same proven fine markers, and also use imaging to check what we see on ultrasound and the structure of the organs. Sometimes there are questions about mammography, EGD, or colonoscopy. A gynecological exam and conclusion are also necessary. So at this stage, we'll start by reviewing your healthy lifestyle habits and supplements and suggest checking back in 2 months to see how things are going. And if you're a go-getter who wants the most, you can do a more in-depth diagnostic right away to see the before and after results. And if needed, we can go further and move up to hormone therapy. Attention. Let's go through each point. Testosterone. It decreases due to stress. It decreases with aging. And it decreases because of an unhealthy lifestyle. What matters when it comes to a healthy lifestyle? First, about nutrition. This situation doesn't concern you personally, because if there's a lot of excess body fat, a girl will have too much estrogen and not enough testosterone. You're a slim young woman. Your body fat is fine, so in this regard, everything is good. It's important to note that your diet should include healthy fats, because sex hormones are synthesized from them. These include olive oil, avocado, nuts, and butter. Okay, in large amounts, these will serve as a source for testosterone synthesis. And the key point, the second point, is physical activity. If we work out in the gym with resistance training aimed at building muscle, the more muscle we have, the higher our testosterone levels. 3 times a week is fine, for about an hour each time. Twice a day for an hour each session is too much. Your levels will drop. 3 times a week, but stretching and yoga don't boost it. So, working out with resistance training in the gym 3 times a week is a great idea for maintaining testosterone. Plus, it also improves your mood and is a powerful stress reliever. The third story, a dream. Testosterone and growth hormone are synthesized during sleep. Make sure to go to bed on time, before 11, and aim to be in deep sleep by around 7. So, besides boosting testosterone, here's a tip. Take supplements in the evening to improve your sleep quality. DHEA. It's the same story with a healthy lifestyle, and the same goes for growth hormone, because they're directly connected. This trio of hormones is equally linked to a healthy lifestyle. DHEA, testosterone, and growth hormone. So, to summarize, do anaerobic physical exercise 3 times a week. Nutrition, lots of fiber and healthy fats, as well as protein, fish, meat, poultry, and good sleep hygiene. Level 2. Supplements. You can take vitamins for different reasons. Some people do it to make up for a vitamin D deficiency, but you have an excess of it. Some people just take them because they like them, multivitamins. You take them and take them. It's pointless, but you still do it. And some people take them purposefully, saying, I have a goal, I'm working towards it, I check my progress, and I reach my goal. I'm doing great. Our goal will be to increase testosterone, increase DHEA, and increase growth hormone. Testosterone. To boost it, it's worth taking plant extracts that have a positive effect on its synthesis. Specifically, that's tribulus or maca. Tribulus is okay for women. In addition, there's the mineral zinc. Also, it could be yam. which is a precursor to testosterone, but how actively testosterone is actually synthesized from it is pretty slow. So we'll stick with tribulation. Where is GA? To increase it, you also need YMZ, but again, the question is how quickly can it be done? When the deficiency is quite pronounced, I would add DHEA as a supplement. Third, growth hormone. The primary source for its synthesis will be an adequate set of amino acids. In this sense, there's no need to take amino acids if your diet is fine, a sufficient portion of fish, poultry, and nuts. But if you're talking about vegetarianism or veganism, then you might want to consider amino acids from supplements. At the very beginning, this will be enough to give things a push. In order to help your body relax in the evening and sleep better, you should consider supplements that can deepen your sleep. This could include GABA, melatonin, valerian, and their combination allows you to rest while you sleep, during which testosterone is synthesized. To prescribe them, I need more information about how you feel and your overall health. We'll do a survey, a questionnaire that will take about 10 to 12 minutes, and after that, we'll be able to recommend specific supplements and dosages for you.
I get this all sounds great, and I realize I need all of this, but is it really that easy to do?
It's important to understand that, as we said, a checkup is an opportunity we discover to change our lives for the better. But this is something you can and should check, because it's one thing to just talk about it, and another to actually see, hey, it works, I feel better, I notice the changes, and even my lab results are better. About a month and a half from today, from the start of the therapy, I would recommend, first of all, doing a follow-up test for testosterone, DHEA, and growth hormone to see how they change. Testosterone will go up, DHEA will go up, and growth hormone will start to fluctuate a bit. It is the least dependent on supplements, but there can still be changes. And if we want to be proactive and say, you want it stronger, faster, just in case, then we'll prepare for the next appointment. Not only will we check what we're already adjusting, but we'll also make sure that, if you wish, we'll move to the next level of a healthy lifestyle, supplements, and add hormones, because testosterone is available as a cream for women, and growth hormone comes in injection form for women. Your skin will look like a 20-year-old's. No wrinkles, no sagging, because that's exactly what testosterone and growth hormone provide. But in order to prescribe testosterone and growth hormone, I need more information.
So if we've done this kind of checkup, what should we do next?
First, we'll check your blood tests for tumor markers. Just in case, we need to check that. Second, I need anatomical data to see the structure of your organs, so we'll do an ultrasound. Third, we'll make sure you've had a timely mammogram, gastroscopy, and colonoscopy. Fourth, we need a gynecologist's report regarding the exam and infection screening. And the key question, so what about the birth control pills? Are we continuing, not continuing, or if yes, then why? When we have all this information together, first, we'll be able to see what changes have already happened with supplements and a healthy lifestyle. And second, if you want to move forward more actively, we'll say, okay, you've got the green light, let's go.
So, I understand I need a checkup to accurately assess your situation now.
Then I understood that I need to have a heart attack, that I need to have a stroke.
What needs to be done to have a stroke or a heart attack?